Recently, I was in Gaya. Gaya, the two avatars of the Lord who have appeared so far in Kali Yuga, both had special transformations in Gaya. There's Bodh Gaya, Lord Buddha, according to Jayadev Goswami, Keshavadrita Buddha Sarira Jai Jagatisha Hari. And Srila Prabhupada quotes many times from the Srimad Bhagavatam the prediction about 2,400 years before. The Bhagavatam describes how the Supreme Lord Vishnu will appear in the province of Gaya as Buddha. And according to the histories, he was a king, or a prince, the son of a king. But when he witnessed old age, disease, and death, even though he was surrounded by all luxuries and pleasures, when he saw those things and he understood they were inevitable for everyone, whoever we are, Krishna, through material nature, gives us a good lesson. On a spiritual level, we are all eternal souls. We're all united. We're all related. On a material platform, whether we're billionaires or whether we have nothing material, whether we're scholars or whether we're illiterate, whether we're from the East or from the West, whatever our situation may be, we have to grow old, we have to get diseased, and we have to die. It's true for every type of human. And in that sense, we have so much in common with the birds and the fish and the animals and the insects. Old age, disease, and death. It's like a common denominator that somehow or other brings us to understand, ultimately, we have so much in common. So with all his luxuries and all of his future of power and influence, what's the use? We have to grow old, get diseased, and die, and so many people are doing it. How can I save myself from that? And unless I save myself, how can I help others? What's the use of helping others unless we could actually help them in that way? So for years he traveled and studied and did different tapasyas, and then in Bodh Gaya, according to the history, under that peepal tree, he sat, and that's where he was enlightened. And just a few miles from there is the temple of the Vishnupad. That temple has been there for a long, long time. And interesting, one of the main messages, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, of Lord Buddha was to crash through this sectarian, materialistic consciousness in the name of religion. Because at that time, animal slaughter was the primary type of ritual in India. The Brahmins, they were actually inspiring this. And Buddha taught ahimsa. That true dharma is compassion and respect for all living beings. And just near the peepal tree, there's another tree. And there it explains, when he first came out of his enlightened state, he taught that a real Brahman is not by birth, but by quality. He's Vishnu. Krishna teaches that in Bhagavad Gita also. So specifically what his followers' philosophy and his philosophy, that's another subject. But this principle, to crash through egoism, to crash through the sectarianism and manipulation and exploitation in the name of spirituality and religion, was very much a part of his mission as Lord Vishnu. And the next avatar of Vishnu that came in the age of Kali was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And from Navadvip, where he was living in the role of Nimai Pandit as a great scholar, he took permission from his mother, Sachi Devi, to go to Gaya to perform the last rites for his father, who had recently passed away, and for all of his forefathers and mothers.